Andy's Classic Game Shrine, everyone, and today I have a product review that I'm going to do for you all. First up, disclaimer, this product that you see here was provided by the people that made it. So, I did not have to pay for this. However, with that said, that does not change the fact that what you're going to hear from me is the true, honest feelings that I have about this product, whether it be good or bad. So, with that said, I hope you enjoy. If you're interested in this product, I will leave the link in the description. And yeah, let's get started. So like I said before, this is a pouch for you to hold your Nintendo Switch. I have a backpack for mine already, but I'll be honest, there's times where I go out and I just don't want to carry the big backpack with me, like when I go to work. I don't need it. I just need my wallet and my Switch and a couple other tiny things. This will fit everything. According to the packaging, the makers are iVapo. This is called the Game Traveler. It's for the Nintendo Switch, if you couldn't tell already. It is, according to this package, drop resistant, made of nylon, waterproof, and crash proof. I think they mean crush proof. So let's slide it out. We'll take a peek at this. Right off the bat, it looks to be of good quality on the outside. This is just a little bit of dirt from my desk. I will right off the bat say I kind of wish this was offered in different colors. I maybe would have gone for a red case or maybe a black leather, since they have this bit of leather here, or maybe a navy blue, but again, this is just a personal preference here. I would maybe like to see them offer different colors in the future. But as far as it looks right now, for ladies and some gents as well, this just looks like a very nice clutch purse. So let's open it up and take a peek. You have a nice smooth zipper, doesn't catch. And you open it up and right away you see there are some slots for your game cartridges. So you can hold, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8 cases, or not 8 cases, 8 cartridges can fit in this little case, which is awesome. If you don't have a plastic case for it already, you can just put your favorites in here and just take it to go. You got these little mesh pouches here. I'm not sure what I would put in there. Maybe some thin wires, I guess. I would say game manuals, but that just shows my age. Over here you get a nice, smooth, velvety lined pocket for your Nintendo Switch. You can fit it in entirely. Don't mind my Switch. The Joy-Con lock buttons are a little screwed up on mine. That's no fault of the bag whatsoever. That's me being a dumbass and dropping it. But as you can see, your Switch fits in perfectly, a little snugly. You get a little bit of room between the screen, so it's not insanely tight. Alternatively, I guess you can maybe take your Joy-Cons off and store them here. However, my only worry with them stored like that is being against the screen. I have a screen protector on, however, people that don't have one on, if it presses too much, say you're holding it or whatever, or it's leaning against something, it might not be good for your screen. So my recommendation, honestly, is to leave the Joy-Cons on like so, and stick that inside. If anything, face the screen the other way, and load some harder objects here so you don't risk smashing the screen. I've seen them break in quote-unquote crush-proof boxes, you know, just because there was a stylus or a game cart that was touching the screen the wrong way. So you just, regardless of what you use, you want to use a little bit of common sense and precaution so you don't mess up your Switch. So, with that said, as far as messing up your Switch, according to the packaging here, it says, for the Switch, drop resistant, nylon, waterproof, and crash proof. I'm a woman of my word, people. I'm going to put this through the ropes, through the paces, and you're going to see how well this performs. I am going to do a drop test, and I'm going to submerge this in water. With that said, I'm not going to use my switch when I do these tests. I'm most likely going to use a paper towel that can easily be seen when wet. For the waterproof test, I'm going to stick it inside, and for the drop test, I'm going to use a raw egg in a plastic bag to minimize the mess in case anything happens. So, let's get on to the testing. For science! Okay, so now comes time for the DropProof test with the new switch bag that I got. I'm not going to take the chance and drop my switch in it. I'm sorry. Even if it does work, I don't want to risk it right now. So instead, I'm using a raw egg from my refrigerator, and I'm going to stick it in a Ziploc bag. And hold on one second while I put this down. I'm basically going to seal it and stick it in the bag. Okay guys, switch bag, raw egg in a Ziploc. We're going to close it and drop it and see if this is actually as drop proof as this bag claims to be. Because, like I said, I'm not risking my switch for this. If it can deal with a raw egg, then I'm more likely to believe that my switch will be protected. So, okay guys, it's zipped. We'll drop it on both sides. That's about a well, not really 5 foot, 4.5 foot drop right there. So let's close, well, not close anything. Let's open the bag. Pardon my dog's toys everywhere. Okay. Doing this in the kitchen since it's the tile floor that I have. And we have an intact egg. All right, that's actually pretty impressive, guys. I honestly did not think that it would be drop proof, to be entirely honest. So that was dropping it on the back. I'm going to drop it a little higher. This is about 5 feet or so. That sounds like we had a crack. Yes, I can feel right now we had a crack. We had a bit of an issue here, but that's okay. My dog likes raw eggs. She can have that when I'm finished. But 5 foot high drops. Hi, Pookie. 5 foot high drops. I really would not consider this crash proof. This might do a bit of damage to your switch if you drop it from a high enough height. Next test is to try the waterproofing test. This was my first egg, but this one was already pre-cracked. So we are going to take this bag, close it up after I get some paper towel in there. Now, in order to see if it's actually waterproof, I'm taking a paper towel that's completely dry, and I'm putting it inside of the bag that was provided. Now, it's going to suck because I'm going to get this all wet, but this is for science. This is to prove to you guys that I'm giving you as top-notch of a review that I can possibly give you, one that's honest, despite this being supplied to me. I want to make sure everybody knows the ins and outs, the goods and the bads. So, that is real water running, and this is real water. Okay, that was the top, this is the back. Now, honestly, this test is more of a water resistance than it is a waterproof. To me, waterproof means that there's no chance of water getting in, period. Water resistance means that it can withstand some water abuse for a period of time without soaking through. So now that we have let this sit in the water for a little bit, let's open it up and see what our paper towel looks like. Okay. So the paper towel isn't entirely dry. Let's see if I can move the camera and show everyone here. Don't mind my squirrel food on the floor too. It's kind of hard to tell because of the white of the paper towel, but you can see the very top portion here is wet. Otherwise, the paper towel is dry. My thoughts on this is that it's a pretty water resistant case, but not waterproof. The zipper portion, unfortunately, is where most of the moisture got in. And you can really see, because I pulled it out just like this, straight out of the bag. And it did get wet. Now let's take a peek on the inside, see if we have held up in dryness. It's moist. It is quite moist. Okay, so those were some pretty interesting test results. And nothing was doctored or anything. I'm not good enough at video editing to doctor anything, so you can be sure of that, guys. But what are my final thoughts on this product? If you're looking for a travel pouch for your, I was about to say 3DS. If you're looking for a travel pouch for your Switch and you're not concerned about, you know, your Switch breaking, or you don't need a specifically tough case, I say go for it. However, if you're looking for something to protect your Switch in the case of a drop, in the case of something smacking against it while it's being transported, I don't think I can recommend it just for protection. However, with that said, it's not an awful product. I think it's a pretty good product. It's really nice. Again, I wish it was offered in different colors, but if you're just looking for something to take out with you for like the night, this is perfectly fine. You just have to make sure that, again, you're not a complete klutz and you don't drop it. If I can give some feedback to the company about this product, I think A, offer more colors for people, and B, I think if you add just a tiny bit more padding on both of the outer sides, just a very tiny bit more, I feel you're gonna get that protection even if there's a raw egg in there. Maybe like less than a 1/4 inch more padding, and I think this will have it. If you're thinking about purchasing this for yourself, I'll leave a link to the company's Amazon store in the description below. The price for this item is about $15, not including shipping, because most people have Prime, and to have anything shipped with Prime is free. Otherwise, tag on maybe $3 to $6. So I want to thank you all for watching, and I also want to thank iVapo for supplying me with this pouch to review for everyone. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment if you haven't already subscribed, and until next time, guys, take care. So I wanted to give you all a little bit of an update. I wanted to post this video of the review before I went house hunting in Seattle for my new house. However, I didn't get a chance because, well, life and shit gets crazy. So it sat in my queue to be uploaded. And during that time, the company had reached out to me and addressed some of the concerns that I had brought up in the video. Number one being that they do actually offer this in multiple colors, except that they are out of them at the moment, except this color. They offer a black, which is one of the ones that I had wished they offered. So, awesome. Thank you guys. Second, I had given them a written review of the product as well, and I had mentioned, same as in the video, that I found it to be more water resistant than waterproof, and they reached out to me and said that they are going to adjust their packaging and their sales pages to reflect that it is indeed water resistant rather than waterproof. There's a bit of an English barrier, like a language barrier, so it's understandable that some of these things aren't going to be right off the bat. I think the fact that they reached out to me pretty much immediately, to me sending them the written review and addressing my concerns and trying to address the product's slight issues, is a huge plus to me. I went, as you just heard, house hunting this weekend in Seattle, and I brought this with me along with my backpack for my Switch. When I wasn't on the plane and just walking around the cities, I took this with me and put my Switch inside. I did drop it a couple times because I told you guys I'm a klutzy motherfucker, and my Switch survived much better than the egg did. However, I didn't drop it from nearly as high of a height as the egg drop test. The egg drop test was meant to be more of an exaggerated what if. Like if you dropped it from shoulder height and it landed on, say, a curb. Things like that. But a slight little drop from your hip, really nothing to worry about. But, I mean, just for safety's sake, just try to avoid doing it. yeah, I just wanted to update you all with what the company updated me with, and update you all with my findings from dropping the Switch in the bag this weekend. It survived. You see it here. I switched out the Joy-Cons because my batteries and the other ones died, but that's it. So I want to give this product, and especially the company, for reaching out to me and so quickly as they did and trying to address problems. I want to give this a huge thumbs up. Thank you, guys. I hope to work with you in the future, perhaps. So, okay, take two, guys. Till next time, take care.